this is Blake Roberts. I'm standing in this week for Gideon Hill, who is on holidays. And we're talking this week to Kayle Cowley, receiver with the Prince George Kodiaks. Kayle, thanks a lot for doing this. I know you've got a busy week getting ready for a football game.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
So just I'm going to tell people about who you are. You are in your third year in the BCFC. You're out of Centennial High School in Coquitlam. And we're going to talk about this later, but this is your first year with the Kodiaks after 2 years with the Langley Rams, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just talk a little bit about the game coming up. You're coming off 4 reception, 61-yard performance and the only touchdown in your team's loss to the Rebels this past weekend. Just let's talk about two tough losses at home to the two, arguably powerhouses of the league. Let's just talk about those games and what your club takes away from those.
Yes, so those first two games, we definitely played some good teams in West Shore and Okanagan. And I think they were great assessments for us to figure out where we need to be and what we need to fix and what we need to work on going into the games in the future here. And yeah, when we have stronger teams like that, it just brings out the best of us, and we can figure out where we need to be.
Did your club go into those games maybe knowing who those teams were in terms of what to expect, and if so, when coming away with two losses, was it? You're always disappointed to lose a game, but was there some different outtake from that game where you didn't beat yourselves up as much because of the caliber of teams that you were playing?
I feel like every game is very serious, and when we look at ourselves very seriously, obviously the end goal is the national championship this year. So no matter who's lined up in front of us, it's just a team we have to beat.
This week, you're at home again, third straight week, and you've got another winless football team in the Broncos, who they showed pretty well, at least in the first half against the Sun last week. Careful now, I don't want you to your coach will kill me and kill you if you give the Broncos any bulletin board material, but do you look at this game, do you look at this game as a really winnable and must-win game?
Just like every other week, this is a very winnable game. Just like how we thought Okanagan was going into that and how West Shore was going into that. Every game's supposed to be winnable for us, and we're a very serious team. And we've been staying in the film room, watching Broncos film, and making sure we line up some things that we need and things that we see in their defense that we can expose.
I just want to talk about the decision to move to the Kodiaks this year after 2 years with the Rams. Why the move, and what's it like playing in a smaller city than a bigger market like you were in Langley, so close to the Lower Mainland?
Yeah, definitely came up here for family. Like my dad and his family live up here, and I'm staying with them. I'm being a big brother to my siblings and getting to coach their team for the first time. And then, like Langley's the first team in the BFC, so they're an old team and they have old politics. So I like the idea of having this new, fresh start of a team and having new character and new. What's the word? It's a new culture here for sure, and I like it.
Sure. You've actually got the Rams back to back in September. Did you notice that when the schedule came out? And let's just talk about those two games down the road.
Yeah, it's definitely the first thing I noticed as soon as the schedule got posted. I'm definitely very excited for those games, getting to play old teammates and showing them what I'm capable of and what I needed to display when I was in Langley.
In talking to Coach Borum, he talks a lot about you as a character player and your work ethic, and that was one of the things that he was looking forward to this year with you on the roster. Have you thought about that before? Have you ever heard the term that you're a character player, and what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I always have a hard work ethic. I'm always pushing the guys to get better. And then, yes, this is my year in the league. I've seen what it takes to win a natty, like we did in our first year in Langley, and I know the things that need to happen for us to be successful in this team. So I'm just trying to lead by example and bring my brothers with me.
Uh, Talking to Coach Borum again, he also said that, we talked a lot about your character, and he talked about the fact that you're a big athlete, but he did say that you're still learning to, quote, play big. Let's just tell the people uh, what your height and weight is, and what your thoughts are in your coach's comments.
Yeah, so I'm 6'7", just over 200 pounds, and yeah, I'm definitely still learning to play big because my first 2 years in this league, I never really had a chance to show myself of being a big time player. I was just a special teams guy for my first 2 years, and now coming into my role of being a receiver, where I'm a jump ball guy, go up and get it. I'm really loving it, and I think I'm 6'7", so if you're a corner, like you're not tall like me, so you got to jump with me.
You're still a young guy, so you haven't put on that weight yet. At 6'7", how you said 200?
About 200, yeah, fast 200.
Do you emphasis on fast, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you sometimes, because you are lean for a guy your height, do you feel vulnerable when you do go up, just because you've not got that mass that's going to come with age down the road?
I mean, I'm lean, but I'm compact, so I'm pretty strong and pretty wiry. So if you're gonna hit me in the air, you're gonna know you hit me, and I think I'm gonna come down on top of those more time than not.
Your size, any professional receivers that you emulate, that you look up to, or your favorite receivers?
I mean, obviously, Megatron, Calvin Johnson, he's always been an idol of mine. And then now I'm a Steelers fan, so George Pickens on the Steelers, he's awesome. I think he's like 6'5", so really look up to those guys.
I just actually listened to an interview where Patrick Peterson said Pickens is a better raw receiver than Justin Jefferson.
Wow, that's a bold statement, but as a Steelers fan, I definitely appreciate that.
Thought that was interesting. I just read that this morning. Anyway, just to wrap up, let's personal goals. Did you come into any this season?
I didn't really have personal goals coming to the season other than getting my first CGFL touchdown, which happened last week. And yeah, I just want our team to win football games.
Tell me about the touchdown for people that didn't see it. Describe the play. What happened?
We had a slant backside. I hit the corner with a fake fade because they're obviously expecting fades from me, and then I just one step inside and ball went up and I got it.
Did you have a step on him, or strictly a jump ball?
No, I had a step on him. It didn't have to be a jump ball, but the QB put it up there because that's where I can get it.
Hey, listen, thanks for doing this, Kayle. Really appreciate it, and good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good one.